Hello, YouTube. How you doing? I guess I'm going to sit here and talk for a minute until people start showing up. it's, uh, it's been a very uneventful week, I'm afraid. I've been sick with the vid. I've got long COVID. Hey, who's here? Two people. Hope that doesn't include me. Say hello. Reveal yourselves. Reveal yourselves. Okay, well, I have long COVID. I'm not getting anything done. I'm sleeping like 20 hours a day. So I try to do one thing a day and get it accomplished. That's rough because a 220-year-old cottage needs a lot more work than that. Hey, Lorraine made it. Hi, Pam. Hello, hello, Ohio. Urge forever. I hope I'm saying that right. Urge forever. Cool. Nice to see you guys. Yeah, it sucks, Lorraine. Um, Hi, Pam. Yeah, it sucks. Linda. Hello, Linda. 5 people. Cool. I was over on Emily D. Baker's stream, her Friday Night Live, because I always am. And Lawn Lumber, Rob, was there. So I invited him to our Cougar stream. And he said that he was concerned and curious. And I said, that sounds appropriate. So I invited him to come and join us, but I don't know if he will. Yeah, I apparently it only lasts about 12 weeks, the long COVID, what I hear. So I don't have anything like exciting to announce. I've got a bride and groom here tonight. They're making a little bit more noise than I would want, but it's their wedding day, so I'll let it be. And then I've got bride and groom coming tomorrow as well. I love weddings at the cottage. So, what's everybody been doing? What have you done this week? We're not going to do 3 hours tonight, by the way. We're going to do an hour so I don't totally bag myself. Come on, guys. Because I don't have anything to say. I'm really thinking about covering the Murdaugh trial. Or the Murdaugh, it's not a trial yet, but you guys are familiar with it? The Alec Murdaugh fiasco? Weddings are fun. I'm still recovering from shoulder surgery. Oh, yes, of course. Of course. How was the surgery? Did it go well? Wait, what are you saying no to, Pam? Weddings are not fun? I think other people's weddings are fun. It went well. Good. Good. Happy noise is always okay. Just turn up my radio. Yeah, I can only hear them if I'm outside. Oh, you're not familiar with the Murdaugh trial. Okay, this guy, Alec Murdaugh. Susan! Hello. I will get back to the Murdaugh trial just a sec. Susan, I was in the hot tub the other night by myself, and I was going to send you a video. Susan, where are you and your husband? I'm looking for you. Got space. But I didn't, because I was naked. I didn't want to put my clothes back on to make a video. Good. Okay, the Murdaugh trial. There's like this family. They're a legacy family of attorneys in the United States. Can't remember what state it is. Small town, big stick. They've been generational lawyers and justices and politicians, I assume. Good, I'm glad it makes you smile. That was the whole point. So it's crazy. It's real. There's 11 indictments and 81 charges, and there's a whole cast of characters and a bunch of murders. And I was listening to Emily's breakdown of it today, and I was thinking, we really need a visual. maybe we need a non-lawyer to do a visual. He's in you're in North Carolina, or he's in North Carolina? Uh, Linda? Now, do I remember? Is it Linda? But yeah, that would be like the right area. So I was thinking of doing like a thing where I'll do a bunch of shorts on all the cast of characters. Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that. It'll give me a purpose for streaming. I'm still bleeding followers, which is okay. I'll just be left with the ones who want to be here. Hello, Lizbeth. Nice to see you. What can I share with you tonight, guys? Anything you want to see? Anything you want to hear? Nice. I like it when the chat's like that. Engaging with yourselves. I put my computer up higher today. Is that any better? So I don't look like I'm completely turning away from the camera when I'm saying hi to people. Oh, let me just open up my pictures and see what I've got going here. Did I ever show you I did show you the transformation video from the pit, right? Who's going to live with you tonight? My live streams are good now? Aw, thanks, Lorraine. How am I doing? I suck. I just sleep and sleep and sleep, and it makes me really depressed. I bought this, I can't bring it over. I bought a little thing that's a camera, a mic, and a ring light in one, and it's really small. I got it for like $24 on, I know I'm trying to get a convo going, Proud Mom Bear. I got it on Amazon, but if I get good at this, then I'll buy a Yeti mic. Have it saved in my basket. Live. Okay, just a second. Let me look to see what I can offer you. You can see me and I can't see you right now, right? YouTube. Studio. Depends what channel I'm on. I got internet that is 100 times faster than it was before, so hopefully it's not glitching. And I had this light on, but I felt like it was too light. It was right in the corner of my eye shining. Oh my god, I've lost 2 more followers. Well, I'll go show you. Okay. Content. Actually, Jules Carlisle content is probably better. I'm changing accounts. Oh, it should be in my old house. Oops. Sorry. Let's go. Open, open, open. When I'm in the house, the streaming speed is fast. That's the thing going around. Okay. Let's go to my old house. Didn't even change. Oh, I've lost 3, but that's okay. I get way more views and stuff in my unmonetized account, which is not cool. I'm 269. Is that it? 269 people away from being monetized on my personal channel. Okay, we're going to look at my old house video. I'm going to show you my before and after pictures of the pit. Literally in my pit. Do you want to see my content? Oh, I think I lost. No, I didn't. Okay. I can't see your chat right now. Cobblestone wall. Do you guys want to see the, wait, I just want to see if it's here. House part 2. This is telling story stuff. No! What's that doing here? Have you guys ever seen Sledgehammer versus Toe? I'm going to say probably not. So I'm going to show it to you. I got a community violation on TikTok for posting it. But they haven't done it to me on YouTube yet. I got a copyright strike. I was practicing streaming something. So this time, in case it was the Real Housewives.
All right, let's see if this works.
Brenda! I'll turn my roll through, but oh, okay, my friend. Sorry, that was remember my friend I was looking for? That's her. I'm back in touch now, which is really great. Hey, hello. Hey, people. She's quiet. The Karen next door. Yeah, the light was too bright. Hey, Andrea. How you doing? It's, you know what? The Sledgehammer versus Toe thing wasn't that painful. I think it's more comedic, so that's why I'm going to do it. But, share screen. But the day after it happened, my ex-husband was here, and he dropped a big steel thing of coffee on my toe, and that was painful. And I grabbed him by the shirt collar and just kept pulling. Well, I made animal noises that brought all the neighbors out. It was pretty bad. Chrome tab, Sledgehammer versus Toe. Share. And then I have to go back to the beginning. And then I have to go full screen. There we go. That should be right. Now I share it. I'm getting good at this. Oh, nope, it's there. Come on. Stop spinning. There we go. How do I start with my face in the way? Shut the front door. I have to move my face. Can I have a different layout, please? How about this for a second? Okay. Oh, I have to start it over here anyway.
All right, let's see if this works.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing Birkenstocks. And you just know it. Just put it in the line of fire. Did you tell what I said there?
Okay, well it's been like 10-15 minutes since I hammered my toe. I can't get my steel-toe boots on. It hurts like a mother.
A little late.
I keep making funny noises like, oh, ah, oh. Okay. I can't afford to stay, so I'm going to find the charger for the drill and screwdriver and plug that in the
I
charge.
tend to keep building the fence, though.
After I finish the job. And I'm going to go back to sledgehammering in my Birkenstocks. Which is kind of... Woo! Okay. Nope, not even getting the stuff in the chest.
I just said,
like, I
fuck
broke
once.
my right boob, but
Oh yeah, I broke my boob earlier that day.
Oh, I see. I'm screwing this up because I keep thinking the camera is on the other side. I don't know. I'm just in pain. Okay, talk to you later.
Oh, that's the toe. That's the fence. But notice one side's way higher than the other. I had to rebuild it. This is the cobblestone wall in the bathroom that haunts my nightmares. Oh.
Hello, TikTok and YouTube. Let's try a little cross promotion here. I wanted to talk to everybody about my rock wall project.
Thank you.
A good idea at the time.
No.
Turns out,
Shouldn't wear Birkenstocks, like steel toe Birkenstocks if they
I
have them.
saw a photograph in a tile website of a beautiful cobblestone wall. But to buy the sheets first, you have to freight them into Canada because they don't ship here. And a 1 foot square sheet of cobblestones was $35.99 US. So this would cost me over $100 a square foot once you consider freight forward and duties and taxes.
It would have been about $6,000 to do the wall.
At least over $100, because that's very expensive. So I found these containers like this, polished marble cobblestone, size. Doesn't tell me. Up to an inch and a half.
Okay, thanks, Linda. Thanks, Linda. Sorry, waving at the screen. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Come back again. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. You know, all that YouTube stuff, because I'm bleeding followers.
I drove all over Hell's Half Acre in Ontario, buying them up from the Home Depots.
Anyway, this wall did not turn out well, and I'm still working on it, and it's been 6 months.
Forgive me. I did it again. Listen. So
Really? Okay.
I bought all the stones, I gathered all the materials. I had I was sort of sitting on them, I wasn't sure if I could go forward with it, plus I had
Settings.
guests and I didn't want to
Proud Mama Bear's leaving.
break where I could start and end in the same
Pam.
between guests. So now I think I've got it. And I had like incredibly stressful thing.
Tell me how this is.
I needed something zen. And I thought sticking stuff.
Bye, Pam.
Sticking
Bye.
stuff on the wall would be just that zen that I needed. Oh my God. Oh, were we ever so innocent?
I get it.
Were we ever so naive? I mean, oh yeah.
I like building and fixing stuff.
So I called up my friend. I'm mixing the mortar. No, not the mortar. I'm mixing, yes, the mortar. I got it right the first time.
Thank you, Pam.
I'm mixing up the mortar, and I phoned my friend who's a stonemason, and I said, Andrew,
How's the feedback now,
I'm
guys?
mixing the stuff. What consistency does it need? Because this
Losing
is
my
what I
voice,
want.
though.
And he tells me it's peanut butter. And then it turned out I needed a little bit thicker than peanut butter because these are heavy. But, I was working with Andrew, getting his advice as I go along. Sticking the stone. I started in this corner, which I'm going to show you something like this.
Yes, Pam. Yes.
This is where it started. There, in that corner down there. Which is pretty good, right? But then we got into different colors of mortar because I changed. And then we got into mixing paint in with the mortar, trying to get a good thing going.
Oh no, that's terrible.
And then we got to not using mortar but adhesive,
Okay, just a second.
which is this white stuff, and the red stuff is the waterproof sealing. I don't know if you can see it. The waterproof sealant that's on the gypsum wall behind.
Let me try a different microphone.
So I was having a photo shoot. Oh, here, have a good look at this. I was having a photo shoot with Airbnb like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I think.
How's that any better? Wait,
Having a photo shoot. I have to explain my construction sweater at some point too. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I did have that
No,
coat
it's not.
cancellation on. Okay, just a second.
All right, let's be professional now. So having a photo shoot with Airbnb.
Audio.
There was no way I was going to get done.
Echo cancellation's on.
It looked monstrous. It looked like that. Half over there, only all over. So
How about if I do this?
My brilliant idea was
Does this help at all?
the pond outside.
If not, I can try to
it's in my
use this
outside
microphone.
tour that we just did, by the way.
This is the mic, the camera mic now.
Big cobblestones I got from the quarry for whatever dollars I have.
You're still hearing an echo right now?
Fill up my Kia Soul.
What am I got going on that's wrong? Oh,
So
you
I
know
said
what?
to my son, and I said, hey, why don't I know what I'll do is I'll take these bigger rocks that turned out really well on the pond, and I'll put them over top of these rocks. I'll build just another cobblestone wall on top of the bad cobblestone wall, and it'll all be fine. And my son, who is brilliant, but didn't have to be brilliant to come up with this response, says, Mom, I don't think you solved the problem with your rocks by putting more rocks over it. I don't think you solved your problem, Mom. I don't think you solved your problem with rocks by adding more rocks. And he wasn't wrong. So there you go. Bob's your uncle. He suggested I paint the whole thing one color and then just uncover them one by one. I didn't even have time for that. So I painted sort of most of this shape here. And then I started uncovering. And I've gone through a bunch of different methods of uncovering, including just using this as a jet sprayer at the wall as flooding the bathroom, basically. But it wasn't effective. The problem was with grout. Did I say that grout is the worst and it's absolutely a nightmare and you should never touch grout? Grout sucks. Hairy balls. Can I say that one? It does. All right. So painted it, and now I'm uncovering the rocks one by one using, are you ready for this? This is brilliant. My old electric toothbrush, methyl hydrate, which is cheap as hell, cheap like borscht, don't eat it, and magic erasers. Magic erasers are, by the way, polymerized formaldehyde, but they are, because it's polymerized, it is no longer active, so it's not a dangerous thing at all. The reason why magic erasers work so well is it's a the reason magic erasers work so well is they're a micro abrasive. So for what I'm doing here, it's perfect. I go through a lot of them, but it's worth it. Because the project is, however, still somewhat overwhelming, every time I go into the bathroom to drop off folded towels, to use the facilities, to brush my teeth, to have a bath, straighten a curtain, change the toilet paper roll, whatever it is, whenever I come into the bathroom, I uncover 5 stones. I keep my tools here beside the tub, and I just very quickly use my fingernail. My thumbnails are also tools. I get the 5 done, and then later on, like at the end of the day, I will go over all of the stones that I uncovered that day with Varathane, gloss, semi-gloss, and satin, just so it's a variety. And eventually, it's all going to be done, and it'll be beautiful. And my dryer's beeping at me, which is great. That means it didn't shut itself off. Now, what's really interesting here, maybe not, but what I find really interesting is before I painted, while I was still in the thick of it and realizing that this was a nightmare that I will never wake up from, I was sunk down on the toilet, and I called the stonemason. And I said, "Oh, it's not working. I can't make it look good. Everything is a nightmare. I've tried grout. I've tried polymerized grout, sanded grout, unsanded grout. I've knocked off a whole section of the rocks on the wall, soaked them in acid, scrubbed them clean, and then put them back up on the wall with a different kind of adhesive. And it's just a nightmare. Andrew, what do I do? What have I done?" And he says, and I thank him for this, he says, "Yeah, I know guys with 1,000 years experience who wouldn't try what you've done. You can't make that look good. That'll never look good." It's like, "Oh, thank you. You could have told me that. Dude, you could have told me that before I put a rock on the wall, right?" Oh my God. Holy jeez, Lord love a slug. Oh, anyway, that's the rock wall. That is the thing that haunts my nightmares continuously. And it's the sort of project that I'd like to introduce you to on my channel on YouTube and on TikTok called My Old House, where I do, um, I want to say, if you're interested, no, wait. No, what I wanted to say was like, if you're interested in more great content, like, if you're interested in more content, if you're interested in more great content like this, or if you're interested in more content like this, let's be modest here. If you're interested in more content like this, please visit me on YouTube, youtube.com/myoldhouse. Look for me holding a geologist's hammer and a chisel. I'm looking kind of roly-poly. I'm always looking roly-poly. Or with my head up making kissy faces at the camera from back when I had a TV show. One of those profile photos. I'm looking for 35 people to sign up at My Old House on YouTube so that I can live stream my DIY antics. I thought maybe as an enticement, I could start with a live streaming tutorial of how I build the really nice fence at the front of the house that everybody seems to like so much. It's real simple. I came up with the design myself, and I'm not that bright. So that's all I have to say to you. I got to go and cut this up. I would like to talk also about this sweater, because you're going to see a lot of this sweater until somebody forces me to burn it. This sweater used to be waist length, hip length, and it now gets caught underneath my feet. It is my construction sweater. This is actually VersaBond. It also has big holes in it. Yes. Its sleeves have lost all structural integrity, and I can't get rid of it. I love this sweater. I think, oh, there's a hole in the boob. That's new. I love the sweater. It was a Cynthia Rowley sweater, actually, at one time. Lamb's wool, very, very soft. The pockets are useless because they're way down at my calves now. Anyway, you're going to see the sweater. And that's fine. So.
There.
Oh.
Wait, I'm still talking. Stop sharing. I thought I stopped sharing. Off. There. Good night, Elizabeth. Yeah, that wall used to be barn board, like really thin stuff, and it looked cheap, and I wanted something that looked sort of luxe and rustic at the same time. And, but it's not done yet. I think I'll work on it in the wintertime. Right now I've got to do outdoor stuff. Excuse me. Those are hiccups that aren't coming out. Oh, so we've got 5 people happening. Oh, my good night to Elizabeth didn't go through. There you go. Keyboard problems. While I was sleeping, I knocked over a ginger ale onto my keyboard, and it just, I didn't notice, so it just soaked right in, and now the keys are all sticky. Where's Rob? I thought he would be here. I not Rob, but Rob. Was it Rob from last week? Susan, someone's got. I have a bathroom that looks like that. I can't get rid of it. Exactly. There are those. I wind up with clothes that people make me burn in the end, but they're usually right. And that sweater's going to get burned, but it gets softer and softer every time I wash it. I know, we need a guy. Midnight with Cougars. Rob, where are you? Rob from Lawn Lumber, where are you? Come, we need a male. I had this, speaking of being a cougar, did I tell you about my last summer's employee? What was his name? Brendan. Brendan was 22 and Greek and chiseled. And he liked to work with his shirt off. It was the best $20 an hour I ever spent. Yeah, Pam. I accidentally sent my son's blankie to the dump. He still doesn't know that. But we were packing to move, and it wound up going with the dump load instead of the keep load, so he's going to be pretty mad at me. Oh, Brendan was awesome. Aw, sweet. Yeah, Brendan just stopped showing up. But even when I took him to the quarry so we could get flagstones, and he says, "Is it all right if I take off my shirt?" Yeah, that's all right. But why was your brother supposed to have died 20 years ago? Susan, is he? What did he beat? What did he overcome? Should I smoke again? Yeah, I'm gonna smoke. Where the boys are. Da, 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 da. Oh, tired. Down to 3 people. Where are we? Are we in an hour? We're at half an hour. You're about to leave too, Pam? Should we just shut it down? Oh my God, Susan. And he's still kicking? Good for him. Go live with who, Pam? Me? Cool. Oh, you're about to go smoke too. Cool. I've because I haven't done anything. I what do you call it? Binge watched 10 seasons of Real Housewives of Orange County, but I was sleeping through most of it. Oh yeah, you should. You want to come on video? Send me anyone who wants to come on video. Send me a comment, a private chat, and with your email, and I'll send you the link. Oh, good for him. Weed saves. Nice. I find it makes me stupid, so I don't do it like I used to for my arthritis. Or I'm losing my mind, which is definitely a possibility. Yeah, I'm just boring today, guys. I did want to show you my before and after the pit, but some other day. Oh, what's wrong with my elbow? It's like I've got a big bruise. It doesn't hurt. I don't like smoking it. I do eat chocolate, is how I take it, or gummies. I found these really delicious ones. They're blue. They're just blue and they're squishy. I don't know. I don't know. I must have bumped something. Why, Susan? Of course I would. Send your email. No pressure, but send your email. Well, here's something interesting. Well, not that interesting. I mean, I've been asleep. There's very little that's interesting. That's true. You don't have to use your camera. What was the interesting thing? Brian reimbursed me for the rent that I paid this month. First time he's ever done that. And he gave me a little money towards his phone bill, which I've been paying since I left him. It was shocking. Never expected that. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. I put on makeup for you guys, but I didn't have to. The hair, there's not much hope for. I'm not going to have access to my house or my hot tub for another 3 days. It's going to bother me. Well, you guys, send it. Oh, I don't know. Pam, how does she contact me in the private chat? Oh, okay. I thought you're right. You have to be joined, I think, to do the private chat. Okay. Add. There. So Susan's here. Pam is here. Who's the third person? Yeah, let's do it. That would be fun. Everybody who's here, I can put it in the chat and everyone can grab it copied. There. Everyone who's here, join us in the live chat. I know, Pam, but I just posted it in the comments. Can you get it from there? I'm just afraid I won't be able to open Outlook because my computer's really slow. I'll try. Sec. Come one, come all. Yes. You're right here. Da, 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 da. I have to do as little typing as possible. Send. There you go. There. Sent. I love that idea. I'll just wait for people to show up. Come on, you guys. I think you show up here and then I just include you. Anybody sent theirs yet? Anybody? Let me see. I don't know where you show up, but you show up somewhere. Come on, guys. New people. I've sent a link to come join the chat live. It's in the chat. So come into the studio. We'll talk like humans. Hey, there we go. Where are you? Hey, haha, yay! Okay. For some reason, it's not letting me click on you yet. There we go.
Okay. There we
There's Pam.
Oh.
Susan.
Hi, Pam.
All right,
Having
Jojo.
trouble.
Hello.
Hi. Look at you. You look so pretty tonight. Hi, Susan. Hey, this is great. Nice to see you.
Yes, it is. It's awesome. It's like sitting down with a couple friends, just chilling out and just relaxing and chewing the fat.
Yep. Yeah. I almost didn't do it because I thought I might sleep through it, but I'm glad I did. All I can eat is watermelon. Been
Well,
eating
that's not
watermelon all week.
Oh, and you were saying that you sleep a lot lately. I think it's the heat because I have been too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has been pretty hot.
Yeah, we've
I'm
had
just
some hot weather lately.
Here in Wyoming, it's a dry heat, but it's been 105, 107. It's yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's hot.
okay.
it's
Wait,
been warm.
I have to see what that is in Celsius. Is
I
it's been
don't
like
know how
30,
high.
Oh yeah,
31,
because it's
32
Fahrenheit.
here.
Sorry, I
I'm
didn't realize the difference.
No, I should know because I was like on the cusp of just going to all metric, but I learned some to Celsius. Excuse me. 40 degrees. Okay, I would die. I would
Oh,
Yeah, no,
die.
I get it.
if you're having cocktails, cheers, ladies.
Yes.
Cheers. Cheers. Mm,
Now, if only we could get Rob to come on.
I know, right?
No kidding, that would be awesome.
Where is our Rob? I should try and track him down. What was his name?
He
Rob
was
Morgan?
hilarious.
He was so funny.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
the funny thing is he's from Ohio, and I'm originally from Michigan, which is just north of Ohio. So it was like, yeah, dude, I get it. I get what you're going through.
Yeah. He was great. Yeah. We need more
And he was our
boys.
only guy.
Yeah. I can't believe we went 3 hours last week.
I
We
know,
just
right?
made it
I was
1
thinking
hour.
about that the next day, and I was like, "Holy crap! I can't believe we did that for 3 hours." But I loved every minute. I loved
It
every
went
minute.
well. Today's a little slow. See, now it's just you two. We are the only ones in this broadcast.
Yay! Yay!
We can say
Woo!
anything we want. I don't have anything to say, though.
I guess I should.
Um,
If I have my glasses off, I should. I need to have it closed so I can see you guys. And if I'm
right.
backlit like this, I need to put my glasses on so I can see y'all.
Right. Now it
Yeah.
says there's only one of us. That looks weird. That's not possible.
That's weird.
There's two of us. Two of you, and I don't think I count.
Uh-huh. I don't know.
That's very weird.
That's weird.
Oh, well.
Well, maybe you don't because you are the host, so you probably don't show up.
Nope, I don't think
Yeah.
so. So, but now it says there's only one person here. So, but there's two of you. So
I'm
is
gonna
it
go check
maybe
that
you
out.
don't show up because you're in the stream now? Maybe we've got one person. Hey, If you're not in the stream and you're here, identify yourself in the
Yeah.
comment. Two, hello,
Join us.
two.
Go live.
Identify
Go
yourself.
live with us.
And anybody who wants to come live.
Just click the link.
Yeah, here. Come on now. We're looking for Rob. Rob, are you here? Oh, now only one again. They just saw us and left.
All right.
Are you
So
Gary?
girls both smoke. I vape. So
Ah,
Hey,
I tried
Allie.
that.
Allie's
I
our
quit,
one. Hi, Allie. What, do you
I
want to
quit
join the stream?
Hello.
like 11 years ago, and I did it by vaping. And I honestly, I wouldn't trade my years of smoking because I loved every minute of it. But
Yeah.
my daughter begged me, and as soon as I quit, he started smoking.
Oh.
I know, right? That. So did my
I
son.
pray my kid never starts smoking.
What do cigarettes cost in the States?
By me,
Um,
like, well, the average pack is like,
Oh, you froze.
yeah, you froze, Pam. And I'm
Okay.
not sure what state you're in. I'm in Wyoming, and here we can buy a carton. Well,
okay.
my husband buys no name brand, and it's $45 for a carton. But I
Oh,
went back to Michigan a few years ago, and it was $6 a pack. So, well, actually, it was like 10 years ago. I went back, and it was $6 a pack. So I don't know,
it's 25 here. 25
twenty
bucks a
five
pack.
dollars a pack.
That's crazy.
Oh,
I
Wow.
buy mine on the First Nations Reserve, and so I get a carton for $50. A carton of 8 packages.
Wow.
So like $7 or $8 a pack. $6.50.
this is my bottle
Yes.
of the liquid that I use, and it
Yeah.
takes me probably a month to use it all, and it's $25 for it.
Nice. I didn't like
So
the vaping. I don't know why, but
really,
I got the flavor I liked was the name was dirty, so I didn't like ordering it. So I made my husband order it. Do you want to know what it's
I
called?
what
Pearl
was it called?
necklace.
Pearl necklace.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
I
couldn't order it.
love it. I
Uh,
love it.
it tasted delicious, but oh god, oh
I
god,
do. I do two different flavors. I do snickerdoodle in the morning with my coffee. And then in the
nice,
afternoon, I do apple vanilla or vanilla appleberry.
nice.
So I like
That's
it.
sweet.
My husband
I
still
don't.
smokes his cigarettes, and that's good, but not in the house. Not in the house.
Apparently,
Hey, Jules,
cinnamon is one of
while
the
I'm out
flavors you
here,
have to avoid because it
I wanted
causes
to
the
try to show
popcorn
you
lung.
something. You see my camera up there?
I see your camera. Oh,
Yes,
I
I
want
see
a
your
camera.
camera and the
Hi.
pixels.
I have a
Hi.
couple of cameras. I have
Wow, good
multiple
for you.
kinds. I have 5 camera systems.
Good
What
for
kind of
you.
cameras are there?
The ones I just showed you was a Ring and Cami, but I also have the Blink, and then I have these other ones. They're like no name brand. It's like actually from the security company. And then the other ones are like
Yourself, girl.
trail cams, but they
I've been
connect to my
worried about
Wi-Fi.
you. I've been worried about you.
Ham?
Why?
Just what you said, how you had to move and try to keep in secret so he doesn't find you, and that that scares me.
Eh, I'm not so worried about it anymore. He's actually, believe it or not, um, yeah, I mean, I can't say he didn't abuse me. He did financially, emotionally, but I can tolerate that. I'm used to not having anything. Like I normally, even when I made a lot of money, I didn't spend anything on myself, so I was used to it. You eat your one meal, make it last for 3 days. I was used to it. So
Yep.
that was fine. The only thing I didn't tolerate was when he was hitting my kid. but he's terrified of me. The first time, I'll never forget it. My family, okay, they know me, and one of my relatives, like an uncle, I guess you could call him, is a cop in the city that I was living in at that time, and so immediately when it happened, like he punched me once, so I punched him 4 times. I shattered his cheekbone and broke his arm, and they called the cops, and my uncle shows up, and he was like, well, I hate to tell you, but I know her, and so does everybody else that I know knows her, and she would not hit you if you didn't hit her first. So I know she wouldn't have swung first. So what did you do? Do you both want to go to jail? And I was like, oh, I'm ready. You can cuff me right now. I'll go to jail. Yeah, I did it. Uh-huh. And he's like, well, I'm not going to jail. That's not right. They were like, well, it's either you both go to jail or nobody goes to jail. So, and his mom was like, but look what she did to my baby. I'm like, well, he should have punched me. So I know he's afraid of me. He won't actually approach me alone. However, he would try to mess with my kid. So, and that's the whole goal. He wants to hurt my kid to hurt me because he knows the only way to hurt me is to actually hurt my kid. So,
Oh hell yeah! For any real mama, you hurt my kid, yeah, you hurt me, and
yeah.
I will hurt you.
Exactly. See, and that's the
Yeah.
point. Like my kid knows I'm not one of the moms who like says, oh, because of what he did to you, you need to hate him. You need to never see him again. I always tell him, like, if you want to see your dad, you let me know. We can work something out. I can get an officer to sit with you. You can go talk to him if that's what you want to do. I have no problem with that. But when he says things like, I hate my dad, and I have to tell him, like, no, wait a minute now. He's still your dad, number one. And he wasn't always like that. He had his good times. And the problem is, as he grows, he doesn't remember any of the good. He only remembers the bad, and it's sad. He really only remembers the bad. It's so messed up, so
It's
messed
too
Oh,
up.
bad. I had a big
So
rift with my stepkids when Brian was going off his cake. I had his custody access revoked, so they stopped seeing him because he was not in any condition to be seen. Right? They couldn't see him like that.
yeah,
But then they didn't quite understand, and like 2 years went by. What the hell was I going to say? So what they turned it against me. So I started every time I saw them, I would talk about a happy memory from the past. Hey, do you remember when we went to Silent Lake and we were surrounded by the raccoons? We were grabbing each other and screaming, and Dad yelled at us. And you know, do you remember when I beat your ass at basketball? You didn't beat my ass at basketball. So just trying to, and it worked. Just reminding them of the little stories, little bits.
okay.
So we're back in good now.
Well,
But
I've tried to do that with my son, and he was so, I mean, you have to remember, he was only like 5 when we left. So, when they're under like 10, their memories don't last that long. So for
yeah,
him, even when I try to remind him of good things, I even show him videos of good times with his dad. I'm like, look, this is when we had fun. Do you remember doing this? And he's like, no. I mean, he looks like he was being nice, but he probably hurt me right after. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, he did. But like, but at the same time, it's like that moment was good. That moment was good. That was a good time. You were having fun. He was having fun. That was good. But he doesn't see it as that, and it's sad because I know that if he was to see his dad, he would try to attack his dad. I know that
oh,
because he has so much held in anger for the things that he said to him
sure.
and the things that he did. Oh, it makes me feel awful because I'm like, no, when you do see him again, what I want you to do is not attack him. Tell him. Tell him what he did and how it made you feel. That's what you need to do. Not
We have Rob
go
Hunter in
after
the chat, guys. We were
him. Come on,
calling for you,
Rob. Come
Rob.
on. Come
hey,
on,
Rob.
Rob. Come live. Click on the link in the chat. Scroll
Yeah,
back on the live chat and click the link. Come live with us, Rob.
yeah, we
Yeah,
were missing you.
really.
Come
We were
on,
missing you. We
Rob.
needed that male energy.
Yeah,
We've
come
been
on,
waiting for
Buckeye.
you.
I'm a Wolverine. I'm sure it'll be known to him. Michigan is Michigan Wolverines. It's a big thing, and Ohio is the Buckeye state. And yeah,
I
tall, equally
felt
young.
y'all summoning me. Well,
Y'all
come on,
summoned.
Rob. Come
Oh
on,
yeah,
Rob.
what state are you in? I'm not going to ask what city or anything. What state are you in? I forgot.
Me?
Yeah.
Ohio.
Ohio. Oh, you are in
Uh-huh.
Ohio. Okay, so you get it too. So you're a Buckeye also.
It's not where I'm from, but yeah. It's where I
Okay,
live now. Unfortunately, until my kid's 18,
It's
this has to be my home.
I'm originally from Michigan. I'm a troll because I'm from under the bridge, but I live in Wyoming now, and I love it. And my family, when my husband and I got married, it was actually a year. We were getting ready to celebrate our first year, and he got a job offer making $27 an hour at a wind farm out here in Wyoming. And he goes, "Honey, I gotta take it." And I'm like,
Yeah,
"You gotta, you gotta do what
exactly.
you gotta do, and I'm gonna follow you because I'm your wife, and that's where I need to be, is by your side." And my family all gave me hell. Um, I told them all that they needed to step up and take care of my mom, and they got pissed at me. And unfortunately, my mom passed. Uh, 3 months later. Yeah, actually, it was 14 years ago today. Actually, my mom passed.
Wow.
wow.
You
So
know,
the wind
that's
farm was
one.
in Wyoming?
The wind farm was here in Wyoming, but it serviced California.
Really?
Alrighty
Oh, that's interesting.
then. Okay.
Yeah,
That's weird.
it was 200 windmills, and they all serviced California.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I go out to see my friend, oh well, actually she's not there anymore. The one that helped me buy the house, she's in Nova Scotia.
Alright.
She used to be up north here, and when I'd go see her, there was what do you call them? Windmills.
Yeah, the big
Yeah.
And I
windmills.
get mesmerized by the freaking windmills. And when I'm driving, I want to watch the windmills, and then I get
They're beautiful. They are
they
beautiful. And everybody's like, "Oh, the birds that die," and it's like, well, um, they have a saying about slow cats that cross the road.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
exactly.
same thing about
Um,
the birds. If you're dumb
and
enough to fly into those things, well, you know what? Sorry.
natural selection. Yeah.
Come on, Rob. Go live with us. Come on, Rob.
Yeah,
Why?
really, Rob,
Click
go
on the link.
live because I
Click on the
can't see
link,
the chat.
Here, wait.
I
I'm
can't
gonna
see
find out
the
if everything is real.
Rob.
Birds. Do birds die from wind turbines?
And the funny thing is as many birds that die from wind turbines also die from aircraft.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yep, and
yeah.
cars.
Okay,
And
a
cars
billion
even
or more
worse.
birds a year are killed in the U.S., but they're going to die
We
anyway.
have too many birds anyway. Yeah, and they only live like what, like 3 years, I think. So, they probably had 10 babies before they died. They're good.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
procreated. They're good.
They've done what they needed to do, so they're good.
Yeah,
They're good.
exactly. And I'm sorry if they run into a windmill. It's like, how did you not see the giant thing moving in front of you?
Thank you. That's exactly what I said. How can you not
Exactly.
see that? Those three big blades like turning in front of you.
It's huge. It's huge. It's not like it's something
He was
small moving. It's huge. Like,
probably
how did you
daring each
not
other.
see it?
Hey, I can fly right through between those two. I can do it.
Yeah.
They're just daring each
Watch
other
me do
to
it.
it's a game.
Oh, there goes Jerry. Oops.
Hey, buddy,
Yeah,
I dare you to fly between those two blades. Let's see if you can do
yeah,
it.
exactly. Poor Rob's at work. He can't join us.
Oh,
Oh,
Next time,
that's
Rob.
sad.
Yeah, we miss ya.
Midnight next week. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, but things, natural selection and running over things. My place is we've got tons of turtles here, like tons.
Oh, really?
And just about a week ago, I was not a week ago because I've been sick for like 3 weeks. When was the last time I went anywhere? Okay, like a month ago maybe. I was driving down the road and I thought it was like a plastic bag in the road, but because it was really big, like bigger than I would expect for a turtle. Anyway, my friend pulled over and it was a turtle. And it was a freaking snapping turtle. And when I went up to it, it
Oh
jumped.
my.
It jumped up in the air. It was super aggressive.
Oh Lord.
And I just wanted to, carry it across the road and so it wouldn't get hit. It was
Save it, but
jumping,
after it's snapped at you, yeah, heck no.
jumping and snapping. I was wondering if it was a female with eggs or something because it was so aggressive.
Maybe.
So I grabbed a
Oh.
big blanket and threw it over top of her. And then I moved her with her shell. But she was snapping and going crazy the whole time. I put her down the culvert on the other side of the highway. And when I turned around to walk away, she's trying to walk. She's trying to run after me. She's chasing me. A turtle. That's like
Wow.
so unheard of. And then she also pissed all over the blanket. So
Of
we
course.
started off with a turtle piss blanket.
Oh my. My mom and dad had bought their retirement home on a small lake. And my nephew came and was staying with my mom and dad, and he liked to fish. And my parents would, oh, go ahead, go out there and fish. Well, they had one of those chain things that you, once you hook a fish, catch it,
Yeah.
you can hook it on this thing and it'll hold on to it until you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. He came in, had lunch, went back out, went fishing, and at the end of the day, he pulled that back in. The snapping turtle had ate all his fish. All that was left were the heads.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah. He's like,
Wow.
what a
Rob, I
fish
don't know
off the
turtles
floor.
carry this. Okay, now that's the next question I'm going to look up. Can turtles get rabies?
Oh Lord.
Oh
I don't know
my.
if I want to know that answer. I don't know if I want to know
Yeah,
that.
I don't know if I want to either.
Turtles.
Did you guys hear about the quarantine in Florida for a whole county because of the giant African snails invading?
No?
They cause meningitis. They have this parasite. I can't remember what it's called. It's some specific kind of parasite, and when you touch anything that they touched, if you like touch your mouth or touch your eyes type of thing, you can catch meningitis from it. It causes meningitis in humans. So they
Oh
Oh,
my.
yeah.
have, I guess, like because of the farmers there, like like they grow tomatoes and oranges and all kinds of crap in Florida. So because of a few people catching meningitis from these produce, they had to go out and start looking again. And they realized the population has like quadrupled in the last like 5 months. So now they're quarantined, and all these people have to stay in their houses. And if they think they see one of the snails, they're supposed to call these specific people who come out, and they don't just get that one snail. They search their entire property and take every snail they can find, and it's crazy. Like so now they're also because it's not like a quarantine where they have to stay in their houses. It's a quarantine like nothing's allowed to leave their cities, nothing like no produce, no nothing. So all these farmers have all these crops and they can't sell anything. It can't leave because all of
Mhm.
those crops have to be destroyed because of meningitis. Isn't
Oh
that crazy?
no.
Yeah,
That's
that's a lot of
horrible.
crops. Florida produces
Rob,
like a lot of different kinds of crops. That's not good. That's not good at all. And it's the
what do they
whole
look
county. It's not like it's a small portion. Like it's like a third of the state. Like it's a big portion.
like?
Yeah, that it blew my mind when I saw it, and I was like, I remember hearing something about that, like 9, 10 months ago that they were dealing with that, but there was only like a few of them, and there was one kid got sick from it, one kid, so they like made national news, but then I didn't hear anything else about it, and then all of a sudden the population has like gotten really bad. They're huge. They're like bigger than your head. these snails get bigger than our head. Like they're
Wow.
huge,
No,
like huge. People keep them as
gross.
pets, and they're known to have this parasite, and there's no way to get rid of it, and they cause meningitis. Like who would keep that as a pet? Who would do that? Like,
And what do you do with it?
oh,
I mean, you can't like play fetch
exactly. And they can eat. That's
and
the other
smuggle
thing.
it.
Like they can, because of their size, they can actually eat up to, I think they said it was like 200 pounds of plant products in a day. 200 pounds, like what?
Wow.
It can destroy 200 pounds of plants in a day. In one day. One day. I was like,
I think
wow.
like he eats that much in a year.
I know, right?
Oh,
Like,
Holy
it's like having
crap.
a tiger, except
it
not
was
cute, not
insane.
furry.
No,
Right?
that's not cute and furry. That's not cute and furry at all. That's gross.
Okay,
I don't
what
do
am I looking for? I
snails.
want to
I
see
don't
a
do
picture.
slugs. Yeah.
What do, what are they called? I want to look for a picture.
The African giant snail.
I
They
wish I'd
started
seen
out
it.
all of them in the beginning when they first entered the United States. They were like the albino ones, and then now they've multiplied so much and bred with different snails that now they're like different colors. So,
Oh, this is so
ugh.
wrong.
Oh, she's
This is
seeing it.
so wrong, so wrong. Okay, just want to share my screen. Oh,
Oh,
this
they're
is bad.
gross. They're so gross.
Oh, gross.
They're so very gross.
Feed it your
I
house.
don't know why somebody
Love it.
would keep that thing. Like, ew.
Enjoy. Oh my god.
Can you imagine having to clean that tank? Oh, the
Ah, no,
thought
I
of
would
that
just.
is just so gross.
No,
You would
thank
have to
you.
touch it.
Pass.
You would have to touch that thing to clean its
Oh
terrarium or
God,
whatever.
here it comes. Here it comes.
It's gonna happen.
Where did it
Oh,
go?
I'm not
There, can you
sure if
see?
I want to see what's coming.
Let's do it like this.
Oh, it's coming.
Come on. Yes.
Rob said you pet it and love it and feed it in your or feed it your
Your
house.
house.
Oh yeah, that was the
They
other
eat
thing.
stuff.
One of their other food
Look.
sources, guess what? Is concrete. The concrete foundation of your house is a food
Oh
source
my
for
god.
these snails. Like really?
That's
They
frightening.
eat
So what do you do?
concrete.
You set them on fire?
I don't.
Grab
Well,
them
from what
yourself?
the people down there are saying, you have to call a wildlife specialist to come and remove it because they're bad.
Oh,
They're
right.
bad, and apparently they can produce thousands of babies. Just one, because they can switch sexes. They can be like a female and then switch to a female to fertilize their eggs, or be a male and switch to a female to lay eggs, and then switch back to a male to fertilize them. So
That's
Oh
they
my
can make
God.
thousands of babies every month. Like that's crazy. I'm scared.
good.
I am
I'm
so
scared.
scared.
My youngest
That was
stepson Peter loves slimy things. Hey,
oh
Carla's Kitten Caboodle Cafe. They are obviously aliens. I agree with you.
yeah,
He
they're
loves all
aliens.
things slimy, so he would find a slug or a snail and then like carry it with him, or a worm, and he would carry it all
Oh
day
Lord.
till it was
Oh
an
Lord.
orange mush in his hands.
I
Then
can't
we
do
had to deal with
that.
the death of the
I'm so
snail.
glad I had a girl. I'm so glad I had a girl.
Yeah, I know. I enjoyed having a boy, and well, so now it's 3 boys and 2 girls. But yeah, I wanted a girl. Adam's name was Laura Claire, and then he was born a boy.
I
Stick
figured.
him in the broiler with some garlic, butter, and parsley. My friend and I really loved
See what Rob
escargot,
said.
and we bought a bag full. I can stop sharing this now. I think that it's.
I'm
Yeah,
Look at
laughing
that!
so hard.
and
I'm
we
like
can get that off the
trying to
screen
my
because
mascara.
you.
This is so wrong. So wrong.
Yes.
Oh god.
So gross. I'm
My friend and
mortified.
I
I
tried to
want
make
nothing to do with it.
escargot. We bought them at the seafood store and made a big. Yeah, they are, Rob. But we
Yeah.
put them in a big pan, huge, like 2 pounds of snails or
Yeah.
something. and we covered them in butter and garlic, and we broiled them. And when they came out, they still had like their little ears, and the
Oh
string,
God.
the cheese
Oh
was
God.
hanging off of them.
Oh
We
God.
couldn't eat one.
No.
Not one
No.
of them.
No.
Mm,
I want no part of that.
no more. Now I get, scampi with butter and garlic and cheese.
There you go. See, that works. But no
Yeah.
snail. No
There
snail.
we
No
go.
escargot.
There we go.
No
Oh, I
snot.
can't eat.
It's like
Fry
eating
those
snot.
suckers up.
What?
I was
Oh,
Fry?
fry them up. I was gonna say. I was gonna ask earlier if they'd be good for escargot.
I don't
Oh,
know.
could
With
you
that
imagine
parasite,
eating
I'd
it?
be
Because then it'd
terrified.
be so
Nah.
chewy, and you'd have
Ugh.
to bite into them and, like,
Big,
break them.
gigantic thing. Oh my God. It'd be so huge. Can you imagine trying to cook that thing? Just one would probably feed a whole family. Oh my God.
Well, then you'd have to cut it into pieces,
It's
like,
so much.
it's like,
Oh,
yeah, I know, I don't like oysters either, but at least it's all one piece and it slides down. You don't have to chew it.
Oh
oh,
God. No,
yes.
no. Oh
Oysters
God.
Rockefeller. Oysters
Oh
Rockefeller.
God.
What is
My
oysters
brother.
Rockefeller?
It's an oyster, and you put a sauce on it, and you let it just slide in, and yeah.
What's the point,
Yeah,
though?
I can't even eat oysters. I can't do that. My grandma used to make those, and I was like, Grandma, why does it smell like a person's, downstairs that hasn't been cleaned for like 6 months in here? She's like, I'm making, I'm making what you hate again, and I'm like, ugh.
I didn't
Oh,
smell it.
the
Yeah,
reason I
dinner
ate
smelled like
them,
dirty pussy tonight. Thanks.
Yeah, that's literally what it smells like when it's
I
cooking.
was
Oh,
at a very exclusive wedding. It was a neighbor of mine, and they had it at the Detroit Yacht Club, and it was a big to do to have oysters Rockefeller. And my brother, my eldest brother, who shouldn't be alive today, and if you looked at him, you would not know that he knew how to eat oysters Rockefeller. This man had long hair, a long beard, grew up on on a motorcycle. So
Mhm.
yeah, you wouldn't think he knew how to eat oysters Rockefeller. He showed me how to eat them, and
wow.
bad. I chewed one, and then I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm done.
Mm.
See, everybody,
Simple as
when I lived
that
in New
until
York,
I chewed it.
I had a
when I lived in New
mussel.
York,
I liked mussels and oysters until I think I bit one in half or something.
ugh,
It's not the texture
yeah,
that I could stand.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
my
do it.
No.
friends in New York, they used to go to the, like, we have, like, in New York, there's, like, on every corner almost during the summer, you can find some kind of restaurant that has, like, crab, oysters, all that stuff. And they would
Mhm.
put, like, during the summer, they put outside tables so you can eat it so that everybody else doesn't have to smell it. So they would bring it out to you and you'd eat it. And all my friends wanted to go there, and I would watch them eat this stuff. I'm just like, oh, no, no. No, thank you.
Yeah,
They're like, come on, it's delicious. I'm like, no, I'm good. If I wanted a booger, I could pick my own. Thank you.
exactly.
No.
Lobster and crab, I'll eat. Oysters, snail, no, I'll pass.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, they don't smell right. They
I
don't
love
look right. No, thank you. Yeah, crab
They
is
say
good. I'm
Carla
allergic.
was eating oysters at a fancy restaurant in New York City. Did you like them, Carla?
I did not.
Very chewy,
I don't know.
exactly. That's why you have to let them slide. And then what's the point?
Stuff is nasty.
Ugh, God. Well, it's good that I don't have any appetite these days. Ugh. I need another watermelon, though.
Watermelon, they say, is good for you. You know what they say about watermelon,
Yes.
though? They say if you eat a half of a watermelon every day, you can lose up to 10 pounds a week. That's what they say. That's what they
Really?
say.
What?
I don't know if it's true, but that's what they say. Yeah, if you
We'll
eat
see
Oh,
half
how
a
I'm doing.
watermelon every day, you can lose 10
how
pounds a week.
watermelon. I'll be ordering watermelon right away because this girl needs to lose some weight.
That's
Oh, I've been eating nothing but
what they
watermelon
say,
because
though.
it's
So apparently, it
hydrating.
flushes your system, but it also fills you.
It fools you
Yeah,
in thinking you're full.
it'll make you drop weight, though.
Wow, let's see. I
It
like the little fork. That's cute.
Yeah. By the way, you saw you saw what I said before about my bathroom. This is part of what happened. Let's see if I can bring this after my bathroom. See the hole in my ceiling? Isn't that
Oh
nice?
yeah.
And then this wall that they never finished. He never finished it. Yeah, the wall that he never finished.
You need me to come visit.
Yeah,
Oh
he
my.
like totally. I mean, it was supposed. He was supposed to do. He was supposed to put in a bathroom on my first floor. It was supposed to be my convalescent bathroom because I have MS. So, eventually I'm not going to be able to walk very well, so I'm not going to be able to go upstairs to go to the bathroom. So he was supposed to put that in because the upstairs needed to be gutted and redone. Because the toilet, when I bought this house, the toilet apparently had been leaking. I didn't know this at the time, but it had been leaking through the floor because nobody changed the ring. So it had been leaking. The sewage water had been leaking into the ceiling and into the closet below it for years. And the
Oh
owner
my
knew.
god.
He didn't care. He used to rent this to
My.
people on Section 8. And that was like that, for like 10 years or so. So when I discovered it, I said, why does this floor seem like it moves? Like I, go up to the bathroom, like, why does this feel like it moves? So I went and checked and inspected, and I was like, why does that floor, the wood, feel like jello? That's not good. So I called one remodeler, and he said, "Oh no, if you want to do that, I have to rip that entire floor up and replace it, and it's going to cost you at least 30 grand." And I'm like, "That's a little bit much." So I called a bunch of different companies, getting estimates, and this one guy, he came and he said, "Okay, 22 grand, I'll do that. Plus, I'll replace your kitchen cabinet. I'll fix the joist in your basement, and I'll do both bathrooms, and everything's good." And I'm like, "Okay, well that sounds good." So he starts, and like a month later, he hadn't even finished the first bathroom fully yet. And I'm like, "Look, we haven't taken a shower in like 2 months. Can we please have a shower or something to shower with? Okay? Me and my kid have
Yeah.
not showered in months. Okay? Like, this is ridiculous." And he's like, "Okay." So he finishes that, but he still hasn't started on the upstairs bathroom. So then he starts to gut the upstairs. And then that's when he says, "Hey, I need more money." So the original plan was, it was set up. The contract was, you pay him the material costs and half the labor up front, and then he was supposed to get the rest of the labor, and all the rest of anything else that came out of it in the end. Well, we already paid him the first amount, and he comes back and he says, "Well, I can't start on that second bathroom until you give me at least $3,000 more." And I'm like, "Dude, I only owe you like another 7 grand. Why would I give you more money? All that money was supposed to go to my house, not on other people's houses, on my house." He's like, "Well, I don't have the money." And I'm like, what is wrong with you?" So finally we were like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? So we give him the money. And what does he do? A week later, "I need more money." So now I only owe him $1,500 out of the $22,000. He hasn't even finished one whole bathroom yet. And I was like, "No, I'm not doing it. It's not happening. You're not getting more money. And then I might think about giving you another dime." And then I bought a brand new bathtub to put in the upstairs bathroom, the one that I wanted. I bought for up there, and he destroyed it. He hit it with a hammer in like 7 places and took the coating off. So it would
Yeah.
either have to be reglazed or have to get a whole new one. And I'm like, "Look, that thing costed me $700. What is wrong with you?" He's like, "Well, it has to be replaced now." And I'm like, "Yeah, because you ruined it. Like, what are you doing?" So I finally was like, "I'm done. I'm done." So I've had this house like this for like almost a year now. No bathroom upstairs. My bathroom downstairs isn't fully completed. What do you do? Like, and I was scared. My
I
brother's like,
want
"Just
to put
hire
you in.
somebody."
I want to
Soon.
put you in for Mike Holmes saves the day. Because
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I love Mike Holmes. I
Yes.
love Mike Holmes.
Is he still doing that? What if
I
the show's
believe
still
so.
on?
Him and his son and his daughter.
Yes, let's
And
do
but
it.
I have been
Great
terrified to
Canadians,
hire
great Canadians
anybody.
right there.
Yeah,
Love
I
them.
can see it.
After ever since that last guy, my brother is really upset with me. Like he came to stay
Excuse
like
me.
I think it was like a month ago. He came to stay for a few nights here and he hasn't been here since I bought the house. And he was just like, how do you live like this? And I'm like, you get used to it after a while. What do you do?
You do what
I
you
can't
gotta do.
actually I was like, I can't stand on a ladder to fix the ceiling. I cannot actually bend over long enough for the required amount of time to put in the bathtub upstairs and the sink and the toilet. I can't do this stuff. So I'm stuck like this. And he's like, well, you need to call somebody now. And I'm like, I'm kind of scared because this guy screwed me and he had a 5-star rating with the Better Business Bureau. I mean, like, I was
Oh,
like,
please
Oh
is
tell me
there
that you complained to the Better Business Bureau.
Well, all we did, we made sure he actually has his business taken off of the Better Business Bureau now because of me.
Good,
Because I had
good,
pictures to
good,
prove
good,
it
good,
and the timeline and the text messages and everything to prove how
good.
much I even let this man stay in my house because he was traveling like an hour and a half, back and forth from his home to here. And I was like, if that's such an issue for you to travel, just stay here so you can finish. You said it'll only take you a week if you stayed here. So finish. Like just stay here and finish. And then I caught him in the middle of the night smoking a meth pipe in my bedroom. A
Oh
meth pipe.
my God.
And that's when I was like,
The
yeah, you can't stay here anymore. You have to leave. The guy who was supposed to contractor. So I was like, you can't stay here anymore. I have a kid in this house. You do not smoke anything. I was like, do you not notice I don't smoke in my house? Period. My kid's allergic to smoke. What do you think the drugs are going to do to him? Come on now. You don't do that. So
oh my
I had just had
gosh.
enough. And then this guy had the balls the next time he came trying to get me to give him money, saying, oh, well, I need the gas for what I had to spend to get here since you're not going to give me the money to finish it. I was like, yeah, no. He lit a cigarette in my house. Oh, it took everything I had not to knock him out. I was like, look, you got to go right now because I'm telling you, if you don't walk out, you're not leaving here alive. I'm telling you, get out of my house right now. I'm telling you. Like, I was so done. And he still to this day keeps texting me, but I want to finish. I want to make it look better for you. Yeah, sure you do, but you still need more money, right? Uh huh. Uh huh.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even finish one project. Come on now.
Yeah.
Why would I give you more money?
My God. I don't know what you do with that.
Yeah, so
Is there like a contractors association or something? Sorry.
well, not really for anything like him here, but I've reported him like he was a counselor in a rehab facility for people on drugs because he was supposedly sober. I got
Oh
him
my
kicked out
God.
of that. Yeah, he can no longer be there. I was like, yeah, if you test him, he's going to test dirty because yeah, he was smoking meth today. It's like so, yeah, no,
Should
he's
Wow.
not
not be a
sober.
counselor at your place. Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, so and
That's
it
brutal.
still blows my mind. And like living in this state, it's so sad because like I want to believe in people. Like I believe in the good in people. Like I want to see the good in people. And like just because one person does wrong, I want to see good. But after he did that, it totally ruined me. I'm just like Ohio people suck. Like, this is the worst state ever.
Well,
And
from
then
a girl from Michigan, yes, Ohio people suck, but not you.
it
That's funny.
sucks. Like it's almost like they just and that's the really sad part. Like I learned an experience with him, like that he really thought that he shouldn't have to actually work for the money. I was just paying for his time. And I'm like I paid you to do a job, but I've been here for 10 hours. Okay, that's not my problem. That's called you're not doing time management skills very well. You need to actually be working while you're here, not drinking your drink and smoking your whatever you're smoking. No, do the job. Like, oh,
Wow.
it's
Funny
so
thing is
frustrating.
if he had smoked whatever he was smoking and actually did the job, you wouldn't give a damn.
Exactly. See, and that's the point. Like, and that's what I told him. And then, to top it all off, in the end, he had to replace, like, we had to tear out the window in the upstairs bathroom. That's the one thing that he did do that was the first thing I told him he had to do. that window had to go. We had to replace it with a smaller window because the way this bathroom, because like I said, it's over 150 years old, this house, okay? Like, that bathroom used to not have an actual bathtub in it. They put a bathtub in the 80s, finally. It used to only have a standing shower, like a little tiny, cube shower. Well, they
Yeah.
put in a bathtub, and when they did that, it took this tiny bathroom and made it smaller, and they put the toilet right next to this giant window that comes all the way down past the toilet seat. Like, so if you didn't have a curtain, you're giving the whole world a show.
Hey, neighbors, guess what I'm doing?
So it was insane. So that was the first thing. But when he did that, he did do the window good. Don't get me wrong. He actually did put it in correctly, but he attempted to put, on that part of my roof is where my roof comes around because I have a barn roof, and so it had to be, more shingles had to be put there. So he's like, I can do it. I'm like, no, let me call a roofing company. I'll have them come do it. And he's like, no, 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 I can do this. And I'm like, are you sure you know what you're doing? Please don't mess up. Do it correctly. This guy goes out there and he's got every kind of screw and nail you could think of. So when I finally walk out there after he finished it, you can see all the shiny dots everywhere, all over the side of my roof. So I had to call a roofing company, and the new roofing company that I had come, they were laughing. They're like, did you do this? And I'm like, no, a contractor did. He was like, oh, wow, seriously? Tell me his name. So I gave them his name, and they were like, oh, I've heard of him. Yeah, he's not so good. I'm like, yeah, I know now. I know that now. 10 grand. It ended up costing me 10 grand. So I paid him almost 20 grand, and then I ended up having to pay another 10 grand to fix what he messed up.
Wow.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
Brutal.
So because after that experience, it just totally, it messed me up. My brother keeps pressing me to call all these companies, and listen to this. I finally, on like Thursday last week, I called a company and I said, look, I need somebody to come look at my bathrooms and see how much it'll cost. Please, I need them fixed. Please. And so the guy's like, oh, yeah. And I'm explaining to him what's wrong and what has been done and what hasn't been done. And I explain the whole situation. He's like, oh, 12 grand, probably. And I'm like, wait, what? You're hired? What? 12 grand? That's less than the last guy. So, okay. So I'm all excited thinking this guy is coming, and it's like one of like the top rated companies for my area. And I'm like, wow, this is going to be great. And then he doesn't come. And I'm like, okay, it's like a half an hour past when he was supposed to come. Should I call or what? So finally I'm like, you know what, let me call him back. And I call and he's like, oh, the secretary didn't call you? And I was like, no. He said, oh, yeah, a guy's in the hospital today, so I had to fill in for him, so I couldn't come to your house. And I'm like, well, nobody called me. That's nice. So I've been up waiting, and, for no reason. I just moved heavy stuff out of the way just so you could be here for no reason. He's like, oh, but I'm close to you, so I'll come after I get done with this job, okay? And I'm like, okay, so I'm still thinking he's going to come. Well, at 8 o'clock, I'm like, yeah, this guy's not coming.
Wow.
It's making me lose faith even more. And I'm like, my brother was mad. He was like, just call another company. I'm like, no, I'm done. It's just going to stay like this. We're just going to live in this house like this. I'm done. I'm so done.
Well, were you happy? Were you happy with the job that the guys that did the roof? Are you happy with what they did?
Oh, yeah. They were really good. Like, okay. They were
Honestly,
definitely, they were drug
contact
addicts.
them.
No joke. They were drug addicts, but they did their job.
Contact them and see who they suggest to do the work that you need done. Because they're all in a group. They all know each other and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Who would suggest?
Good idea.
Find out who they
Why?
suggest.
That's the worst part of this. My realtor is who got me to hire the last roofing company, not this last one that I used, but the one before them. And that's where I got the number. I asked them about a plumber, things like that. I was like, do you know anybody who remodels bathrooms? Like, oh, yeah. We know this great company. And that's how I got that guy's number who came to do my bathroom.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
And that
but that
roofing
was the
company, believe it
company
or
that
not,
you
was
did
the
wrong.
best. Oh, no, the
They were
roofing company,
good.
the first one that I had, they were good. The guy took forever, but he did a great job. He made my roof way better. Like they did it cheaper than what it should have done. Like it should have cost to be like at least another 5-10 grand for what they had to do. But he didn't complain. The owner was just like, look, we have to replace this, this, and this. Normally I would have to charge you, but you're a new customer. I want to keep you, so I'm not going to charge you. We're just going to keep the price the same. And I'm like, sweet. Like, so he was
Wow.
good. And that's why I was like looking forward to this person to do my bathrooms, because I was like, well, if you're that good, maybe this other guy will be that good. And no, no such luck. No, no.
That's horrible.
Yeah. And my brother didn't like the last roofing company because I sent him a picture of them on the ladder. It amused me. These guys were getting high while working, and I have no issue with you getting high outside. What you want to do that? It's your business. Like I don't, as long as you're working, I don't care. So I took a picture of it, and they thought it was funny. So they're smiling with their pipes hanging out of their mouth. My brother's like,
No.
"Oh no, we are never hiring them again." Like, but they're awesome. Look at them; they're kick ass. I mean, they're knocking the shit out of this roof. Look at them. Like, they're making it
Yeah.
get done fast. I was like, let them get high, let them have fun. They're doing their job. I have zero issue with that. So, but it's messed up because I'm still scared to let another person in my house. And I mean, as much as I was hesitant about this other company, I was so excited. The guy sounded so knowledgeable. He was like, "Yeah, we're certified in everything. We're licensed and insured." And I said, "Okay, are you sure?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm licensed to do way more than what you would need done. I do electrical. I do everything. I went to school for everything." And I'm like, "Okay." And then he doesn't show up. And I'm like, "What, do you want to make money or no? Like, I don't understand what's happening here."
My,
I mean, I was
my
like a
thing is,
guaranteed paycheck.
at least pretend you want my money. Just pretend.
Yeah,
Even if you don't,
exactly.
just pretend that you're
Yeah.
interested in my money.
Uh-huh. And he, the way he talked is like he knew everything. Like the way I described it, how my bathroom is up there right now, he was like, "Oh yeah, it'll take me about 2 weeks." And I was like, "Oh, I love you." Like, yes, please. Please, please, please. The last guy spent 2 weeks on half of a bathroom. Like, and that didn't even get done. So like, come on now. Like if you could do that whole bathroom, the bigger one in that small amount of time, yeah, you're hired.
I did
But
my
no
whole
show,
bathroom in
no
5
show up.
days.
And
New subfloor,
see, and
new sewer. What's that?
I wish that I could bend over and, kneel and stuff like that again, but I can't. If I bend over for more than like 2 minutes, I have to go lay down for like a half an hour. My neck, ever since I broke it the last time, I messed it up so bad. Like I can't bend over like that, and I can't lean too far. It causes me to get a severe headache, and then I get dizzy, and then the pain starts, and then my entire spine seizes up, and it's awful. And I refuse to take, any kind of
Let's say
meds.
goodnight,
Like I
Rob.
don't believe in painkillers. So,
Good night, Rob. Thanks for coming. Come back
bye,
next
Rob.
week. Come back next week. Midnight, 12:05. Tall equals y'all. We got it. We got it. That's not where you work because there's guests. But okay.
What I call about that is that it's 11:39 here in Wyoming.
1:39.
1:39. Yeah, me and Jules are on the same time zone. 1:39.
Yeah.
I have friends. My best friend's mom lives in North Carolina, and I like something will happen, and I'm gonna give her a call, and I look at the clock, and it's 9 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, that's not too late. And I'm like, wait, no, that's 11 o'clock her time. No, I can't call.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go smoke again.
One more cigarette and then we
You lit
say
a
goodnight.
cigarette. Yeah, you lit a cigarette and made me want a cigarette.
Hotel. I want to
Is it
own
a
a
hotel?
hotel.
Hotel
Rob works at a hotel.
Oh,
Virginia.
okay.
No, Pennsylvania.
Oh, so he's
Okay.
in Virginia.
I can't go into Pennsylvania today.
He's in
I want to go
Virginia,
to
huh?
Falling Water, that house, Frank Lloyd Wright house built over a waterfall called Falling Water. I want to go visit.
Ooh.
It's in Pennsylvania. 7 hours drive for me. So it could be a day trip
Wow.
if I was younger.
I'm not
I could,
sure, but I
you know.
think we're having heat lightning here. Oh,
What the
I
hell
just
is he
heard
like?
a rumble.
You've
Oh,
never
you've never
seen heat
had heat
lightning?
lightning?
Oh my God, it's awesome. There's
What
no
the hell is he
rumblies,
like?
no grumbles from it. It just goes across the sky, and it's the coolest thing ever. You just see this like amazing light show. It's like fireworks in the sky. It's so cool.
That's
Yep.
neat. We don't. It's probably too cold here, even when it's warm.
We
Right?
just
We
had
don't get that.
heat lightning here 2 nights ago. It was amazing. I was trying to show my kid. I'm like, look, dude, you don't get to see this that often. Like this normally only happens in other states. Like this is a rarity. Watch it. It's so cool.
I
There's
He
I was
wasn't.
blessed one time when I lived in Michigan. I was blessed one time to see the Borealis.
yeah. Used to
Yep,
see
I
it
got
in
to
Thunder
see
Bay
the
all the
Northern
time.
Lights. I was so excited to see that. It was so cool.
I was
That's one of the
well, I grew up in
things I
Thunder Bay,
gotta
so
see.
that's how North Thunder Bay is because Northern Lights were like commonplace. We'd go skating every night with my friend, and then we'd lie in the snowbank and watch the Northern Lights. It's great. I miss
That's
the
one of
North.
the things I have to see that before I die. That's one of the things. That's one of my goals is to see that before I die.
They have this place in
Believe
Finland
me,
that
it's
has
worth it.
igloos with glass tops, and you go there and beds that are covered in furs, and you watch the Northern
Oh my
Lights.
God, that
It's
is so
yes, it is
That would
cool.
be
amazing. Wait, let me
so
see if I can find
cool.
it.
Oh, that would be
Yeah,
so
it's
awesome. Oh my God.
Finland plus igloo resort. I want to see
That
the
would be so
reindeer.
awesome.
I like
Oh yeah,
Finland.
reindeer
Yeah.
are awesome. In Pennsylvania, speaking of Pennsylvania, I know of a farm of reindeer in Pennsylvania. I used to go visit them. They're awesome. They're like
Oh,
worse than ghosts, though. They attack you for the food. They're like, I'll eat your shirt if you don't have food. Give me your pants then. Like, they're awful. But they let you cuddle, so, you can't get mad at them. Like, okay, you can eat my shirt as long as you let me keep hugging you.
aw, that's so nice. Okay, I'm looking for a picture that has the Northern Lights in it. My we have this island in Thunder Bay where the deer have like just populated, and there's tons of them, and they're super friendly. And they'll come up and like come up behind you and stick their head in your pocket looking for because you come with food, right? To feed them. Hey, get out of my feet! Don't put your head down my shirt. What are you doing? There's no treats down there.
Look, I'm finding something. There has to
Where's
be
the fucking
something.
lights? Pardon my language. Glass. Okay. Finland. Try this again. Glass. Igloo. Northern Lights. That's it. Give me a picture. Images.
Only
Oh, that's
on
pretty.
weekends. There's so much traffic. My
Okay,
road
just a
never
second.
has traffic
Share.
unless it's like over
There's a share.
weekend. Everybody's coming
All
home
right,
from the
now.
dark.
All right, share screen. You gotta see this one. This is cool. Share screen. So many buttons to push, man. I'm sure. When I say I'm sure, I'm sure. Chrome tab.
See my little furry playing here.
There we go. I
Hi,
really need
That's
a
my
Amy.
dog.
son's cat. I
Okay,
have
can you see
dogs
that?
too, but he's not
Hi,
friendly.
Ellie. It's Ellie
Almost,
Mae.
almost.
My dogs.
It's
I don't
loading.
know.
Wait, come on now.
There she
There.
is.
There's
She's on
your
my
bed.
couch.
There's the Northern Lights.
That's my little Ellie Mae,
Oh,
and she's a rescue. She came from a puppy farm. Her and her
Aw.
sister. We have them both, and Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Ellie. It's okay. You're okay, baby girl. You're okay. You're safe. You're safe, and nothing's gonna happen to you. I know the thunder is scary, but you're okay.
Look at
Poor
those
girl.
lights. Oh my gosh.
Isn't that
Oh
cool?
man, that is so awesome.
That is
Oh
so
my
cool.
gosh.
I'm having to
It
Oh,
look
would be a
underneath the
once in a
and
snow.
lifetime
listen,
experience.
oh, to
Good
be
girl,
able to sleep
Ellie.
there. Oh my gosh, that would be
Wow,
I
look,
amazing
really,
to see. That
that would
that
be
is your
amazing.
view. Oh my gosh,
yeah, I
that
would
is
love it.
so cool. Oh,
That would
that
be
is
so
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, that would
Wouldn't
be
it
like
be?
the
Yeah.
ultimate vacation right there. I wouldn't want to leave.
Except the snow.
Except
Like I
tomorrow.
like the snow, but I love the snow. But I don't know if you're not snow lovers. Finland would be a tough place to be. It's right on the this resort's right on the Arctic Circle.
Oh
Oh
my.
wow,
Yeah,
be so cool
cool,
though.
right?
Oh my gosh, just staying there all
If I
cuddled
could
up.
walk, if I could walk, that would be, I would love to go there, but I don't walk very well, so especially not in snow. So yeah,
I wonder.
And
They've got
see,
probably accommodations. They probably make accommodations for special needs, like
maybe.
drive
that's what's
your
so
cabin.
funny. Dealing dealing with my MS, it's so funny. When I first moved to this house, my yard is uneven, and I wanted to get it leveled out. But then when I found out the cost of doing that, I was like, yeah, never mind. We'll just leave it, and I just won't walk on those parts. Like, well, now with my MS, it's progressing. I went to walk in my yard. It was like last week. My yard guy, I have a yard guy who comes and does my yard for me. And I walk out there and I fell 2 steps into my yard. And then I stand up and I fall again 1 step later. And he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry. It's my MS. I can't, like, when there's like, when it's uneven footing and like one foot's okay and the other one's not, the other one takes me down." Like,
Wow.
so it's really hard for me to walk, and I'm used to snow. That's what's funny is I grew up, in the east where you get all the snow in New York and New Jersey. Like there's always snow and ice everywhere. Like, and then I lived a big portion of my life in Pennsylvania, and we had snow just constant. Like we'd have like blizzards with like 6 foot tall snow outside. We had to dig out of our own door to get out of the house, and
Yeah.
I'm used to it. But now because of the MS, oh no, oh no, this last winter we had a little bit of snow. I went to walk outside to smoke and I fell and I was like, dude, that was like an inch of snow. How am I falling in an inch of snow? I'm like, what is happening to me? I've never in my life fallen on ice or snow like that ever. I'm so used
Mm.
to it. So now, apparently, with MS, my body won't let me. My body's
Can I
like, nope.
ask? Can I ask? What did you go through to get diagnosed with MS? Because I honestly, I don't know what's wrong with me, and I've begged actually my doctors to do X-rays and scans and stuff to find out what's going on. I've lost use of my right side. I walk with a cane and a walker, and nobody can tell me what the hell's wrong with me. And
Uh,
I don't know
for
what to do.
me, for me, it was years of like after my neck. They were trying to figure out how I kept breaking my neck. So they kept doing scan after scan on my whole body, trying to figure out how I kept breaking my neck with doing nothing. Like literally, I was doing nothing and somehow I broke my neck. Like it was like,
Oh my God.
like I leaned over and I broke my neck. Like it was weird. So the first time they were a little bit worried, but the second time I broke my neck, they really freaked out and they were just like, "This isn't normal." And I'm like, "Well, then fix it. Like, just do what you have to do to fix it." So they did all
Wow.
these
Exactly.
scans, and then they looked at my brain, and then they sent me in for this electrical. I can't remember what they call it. It's like an electrical pulse something where they test your muscles and your nerve endings. They puncture you with needles. It's like a acupuncture. They put the needles on you, and then they plug these little electrodes to them to see what activity is in each muscle and each nerve ending. MS affects your nerves, it does affect your muscles, but it affects the nerves, which affects the muscles. So with that test, when they found out my nerves were not working properly, they did more scans of my brain, and then they found the lesions on my brain, and then that's when I got my diagnosis for MS.
Okay.
So yeah,
All
and
right.
it's
I,
sometimes it can take
not,
until you're
I'm
in the
not
last
freaked out
stages.
about needles or anything. I'm okay with needles. I went in for my shoulder was hurting, and I went in and they did dry needling to try to combat it. And they said, "Oh, you got scar tissue." I'm like, "Why would I have scar tissue when I've never done anything special ever, ever?
Yeah.
I've never broken it. I've never strained it. I've never nothing. Why would I have scar tissue there?" And she goes, "I don't know, but you do, and blah blah blah. So we're gonna have to extend your appointments." And I'm like, "Oh, great." So, but that never
MS
ended up.
MS is one of the, my doctor was actually in shock with how easy it was for the neurologist to diagnose me, because sometimes it takes you 15, 20 years to get a diagnosis of MS. You have to go through test after test after test, because the lesions have to be a certain size in your brain for them to see them, to actually give you the full diagnosis. And unless they can see those lesions, they will not diagnose you with MS. And the only reason why I got the diagnosis, I was lucky because I had so many scans already done of my head, and they could see small lesions, but it doesn't mean it's MS then. But then they watched them progress as my muscles progressed to stop working. And that's when they realized, like, oh, this is MS. So, kind of, my injuries, even though they were bad, they kind of were the reason why I ended up getting diagnosed. So,
My God.
I'm considered one of the chronic MS patients. Like, a lot of people get like the kind that's just reoccurring, like you get issues that come
Relapsing,
and go.
remitting.
I have the
Yeah.
nonstop, the chronic MS. So I deal with it like every day. It's like when a lot of people with the reoccurring, they call it a flare up. Well, I call it a flare up too. But my flare ups only happen like once every other week or so. I'll get where I can't get up, I can't get out of bed. Like, literally, I tell my body to move, and it's just like, yeah, no, no, you can't walk today. Bye. So for me, it's different, and mine, according to my doctors, they've never actually seen a case progress the way mine has. They don't understand why I'm progressing so fast. So that's one of the reasons why I can't get vaccinated for COVID, because of my MS, because my body reacts to anything that's put into it, that's foreign, and it attacks my body more. So if I was to get like the vaccination for COVID, I would probably progress so bad that I would be stuck in a wheelchair forever. So I
Oh
can't get
no,
vaccinated. So it sucks. Like, I can't. That's why I don't take most drugs, because I know what it does to me. If I take, like, say I took a painkiller right now, doesn't matter how much pain I'm in, and yeah, I want to get out of the pain, but if I take it, I know that that is going to cause me to not be able to move probably for the next 3, 4 weeks. So I'll be peeing and pooping on myself for the next 3, 4 weeks and stuck in my bed, and I'll have to tell my kid, like, I can't feed you. Sorry, you're going to have to go find some chips or crackers, because that's all I got. Like, I can't move. So it sucks.
Wow.
So I try not to take anything at all, ever. I
That's
go all
brutal.
natural on everything. I'm on 47 kinds of herbs that I take on a daily basis, and that's my medication. That's what I take.
well, you
Wow.
know what? I'm sorry. I'm a true believer in the holistic ways to
Uh-huh.
cure yourself.
Well, the sad part is, when it comes to MS, trust me, I've done the research. My doctors have done the research. There is zero herbs or anything that can help with MS. It's not meaning it's not going to help. Like, it helps the muscle spasms, yes,
Right.
but it's not going to keep it from regressing. It's going to progress no matter what we do. It's going to happen. So there's not much I can do. But on the plus side, my herbs keep my cancer at bay. So they've shrunk my tumors down to almost nothing.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, cured,
Brutal.
pretty much cured my cancer. So That's the one plus side. That's why I keep taking them. My doctor still, I mean, she wrote. I am actually in a medical journal, like not with my name, but like I'm in a medical journal because they couldn't believe that my herbs, and all the things that I have. Nine. Let's see. Yeah, 9 doctors. Now there's gonna be a new one though. That's right. I have a new neurologist for a specific. But anyways, so technically 9 when this was happening that all recommended different kinds of herbs that they had researched, and I implemented all these different herbs into my daily routine. I take all my stuff, and I went from having cancer in 5 areas of my body to now they can only find the tumors in 2 areas of my body. So that's kind of amazing.
That is. That's
So-
amazing. That's amazing.
It's a beautiful
I've
thing.
got a delay. I've got a. Do you? Do
Wow.
I sound like
I
a?
do.
Do I sound like a?
My camera is
Yeah, Susan is frozen.
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 Let it go. Let it go.
Well, I'm feeling. I'm feeling a little bit like. I think I want
Feeling
to.
what?
I think I want to. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick.
Okay.
That's been a thing. Been a thing.
Okay.
So I think it's time to
So
lie
I think
down.
it's
It's time to lie down.
You need ginger and chamomile is what you need in your life. You need ginger and chamomile.
When I was sick,
Right,
when I was
that's
sick,
true.
when I was married, I hate the delay. I hate the
Ryan,
delay.
Ryan,
We ginger and lemon. Ginger and lemon. Hot water. It was good.
That's good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Honey.
It
Ginger,
helps.
lemon, and ginger, lemon, and
But if you do the chamomile, oh, it intensifies that. Do it in a chamomile tea. So much better. So much better.
oh,
It helps.
I would really good right now. Some things I
It's
miss.
super
Some things I miss about being married.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing I always say, like, I wish there was somebody here to get me things when I need them.
And he was
Somebody
an
go make
excellent.
me
He was an
this.
excellent. Really, really good. Really, really good.
Yeah, see, I've never had that experience. I always do all the cooking.
I only cooked one. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Turn this off. Turn this off.
I know
Is
that
this
echo
how-
is horrible.
Now I can't hear anything. Now I can't hear anything.
Uh-oh.
I still have the delay. I
All
still have the delay. Can you tell? Can you tell?
No, you're still running live to me. You have a delay,
Well,
though.
we did it. We did it. Almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours.
Yep.
I can see.
Going. Going. I'll have plans next time. Plans next time. All right. All right.
All right.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. You guys. Keep looking at you.
Thank
Keep
you for
looking at you at
having
the
us.
screen. No, I'm not feeling.
All
No,
right.
I'm not feeling very well.
Yeah, you go lay down and get some sleep.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Go lay down and get some sleep.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Thanks for doing it.
Love you, girl. Love you, girl.
Love you guys. Love you guys. Week. Good night.
All right.
Good night. Rob will
Good
be here.
night.
Rob will be here. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Together, girl.